Welcome back to CTV Morning Live and our Healthy Living segment. Great to have Wendy Rogers joining us. She's a registered physiotherapist, of course, with the Ontario Physiotherapy Association. And there's a lot going on right now, kind of a new campaign to really get the word out as to what physiotherapy is about and what it is that you do.
Exactly. The Ontario Physiotherapy Association is launching a fairly large province-wide media campaign to enhance the role of physiotherapy so people are more aware of the scope of practice that we work by.
Do you find that people they're not quite certain as to what it is that you do or when they should be using your services?
Exactly, and I think it's pretty well established that people that have had sports injuries, musculoskeletal problems, arthritic issues go to a physiotherapist. And there's been a lot in the media lately about the complex rehab for returning veterans for loss of limbs and that sort of rehab, but our scope of practice is much broader than all of that. And sometimes it's not until people have engaged in a physiotherapy service that they often say, I didn't know you did this. So in effect, we are the healthcare specialists that are involved with evaluating people's movement. We diagnose their problems and we set them up on treatment protocols to maximize and maintain their function.
You know, it is one thing you mentioned, sports injuries, everyone knows, they've done something to their knee or they need rehab on their ankle. You understand that. But you were mentioning, things like vertigo or things that actually affect a person's everyday living, that they would love to be, balanced or feel better. And these are also things that would be useful to see a physiotherapist about. Sometimes
people have been suffering benign positional vertigo for months. And one treatment at the physiotherapist and is rectified. Physiotherapists work with people with all sorts of continence issues, pelvic pain, and that's a very highly skilled area of physiotherapy, cancer rehab, people that have got movement disorders associated with the cancers themselves or the side effects of some of the cancer therapies. We work with people that have had severe traumatic injuries, brain injuries, loss of limbs, severe orthopedic injuries. We work with people that have got problems with their brain, strokes, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease.
And a lot of these, when you talk about some of the more severe cases, you're thinking hospitals, everything's being taken care of there. But essentially, most of the practice of physiotherapy actually can happen outside of a hospital setting.
We work everywhere now. Every corner of the hospital would have a physiotherapist associated with that condition. But we work in the community. Community Care Access Center has physiotherapists going into people's homes to help maintain their functional ability at home. We work with school children, in pools, in gyms, in the community. Some municipalities across the province are hiring physiotherapists to help them establish some of their programming for seniors, keep people living healthy in the community. OHIP funds many seniors programs across the province to keep people healthy and active. So we're out in the community, we're in clinics, we're in schools, we're all over.
And you're all over right now because there's a wonderful campaign that's underway. So where can people go for more information if they're looking to understand more about the practice, about where that is that it can help them? Where should they go?
They should go to there is a campaign website. I think you're going to show that.
The website's on the screen, yes?
And there is a link there that you can find a physiotherapist through the Ontario Physiotherapy Association. And I find people are becoming much more savvy with their healthcare teams now. They're building their own team, they're choosing their physicians, they're choosing their physiotherapists, and some people engage their services in the long term. So if you have a specific issue, you can go to the Ontario Physiotherapy website, find a physiotherapist in your neighborhood, in your community that can provide the services that you want, and that's on that link as well.
Perfect. Great information. Best of luck with the campaign. And of course, I know you're traveling because you're in and out of people's homes with the work that you're doing.